2022 Mazda MX-5 Miata configuration, color option, release date. Although the December calendar typically notices a handful of important vehicle product sales, which includes the Nissan Quest, Honda Civic, and Mazda 3, and most likely a lot more can come, a large amount of what ought to have been Mazda's most popular found their year conclusion totals reduced by a large number of customers. The reason? A set of new Mazda 3s, which appeared on car dealerships in December, possessed a better price position than the usually outbound models, and buyers experienced no way of identifying simply how much they will sometimes be ready to pay on their behalf. Though Mazda has but to release final income numbers for the December calendar year, we could assume that the company will be affected using one more hard a dozen weeks of offering vehicles, as it attempts to handle the deluge of products which has been amassed above the earlier pair of many years. Feature. All thanks to the light chassis and other technical advancements created by Mazda, the Generate can feel clean and smooth with no roughness. Includes a nicely healthy telescopic controls which will help the rider to change the tire based on the requirements and comfort. The added horses offered by Mazda give an impact of power, helping to make the engine come to life. During road, the journey believes fast, all thanks to the fast velocity and light in weight chassis. The suspensions deal with all the lumps and sides quickly and keep the drive zippy. If the rider receives very little competition on the throttle, which makes the drive much better, there is a minor more than guide. Exterior and interior. The 2022 Mazda MX-5 Miata is the tiniest heavy car between its competition, nevertheless the strongest between its competition, thanks to the light chassis and other mechanized updates created by the company. Mazda makes the new Miata low by reducing its terrain clearance to 4.9 from the prior technology who had 5.3 of terrain clearance. The general proportions of the Miata are virtually very similar to that of the 124 Spider, but the Miata has retained its basic principles. The Bug has the most significant proportions of all and therefore requires the crown. However, these cars are not suggested to be studied off-road. The Bug once more usually takes the direct with the most soil clearance of 5.6. The interior quality is good, with a few noticeable plastic features. Like other roadsters, the 2022 Mazda MX-5 Miata cabin is less than large, and a 6 feet taller person will see some trouble getting into it. The Mug owners are not too fantastic, and so is their place. A small glove package is in between the seating. All the enjoyment depends on this portion, even though with the wind flow reaching the hair, the interior appears to be loud. The Miata has very similar statistics when in contrast to the 124 Spider. The Bug totes the initial position with the maximum amounts and the access of the second row. Also, the Bug has a few extra capabilities like Nappa leather-based front side and rear chair covers with the traveler and car owner warmed up soft cushions rendering it an excellent car in the terminology of chairs and interior. Specification. Less than the hood, the 2022 Mazda MX-5 Miata includes a 2L mill which churns out a great deal of power when in contrast to the past age group Miata. Mazda has been doing some minimal improvements and adjustments to the motor. The engine will take much more airflow and goes successfully. Mazda has extra another 26 horsepower less than the hood, which includes greater the power result of the engine to 181 HP, which converts to a 17% rise in the power from the prior technology model. One more huge performance upgrade completed by Mazda technical engineers is the rise in the RPM redline to 7,500 RPM, a large raise of 700 to 800 RPM from the earlier technology. Compared to its rivals, the Miata's mill churns out a lot more power and foliage than its competitors in the airborne dirt and dust. Although driving uphill, the engine usually takes in the atmosphere around 2,000, 4,000 RPM and provides a potent sense into the rider's fingers. The larger torque process assists the rider in blowing wind on the engine and get much better productivity. The engine noise is truly exciting and seems super exciting to push. Mazda makes the 2022 Miata entertaining to travel. Mazda provides a possibility among the 6-pace automatic or manual transmission. Each of these works like a allure. The manual transmission is clever and also a little bit quicker than the automatic one. The clutch system pedal is nicely balanced. 2022 Mazda MX-5 Miata price and release date. Mazda has introduced rates due to its famous roadster, the 2022 Mazda MX-5 Miata. Fundamentally a carryover model for 2022, costs commence at $27,775 and will get to $35,995, such as the $945 spot fee. All those amounts signify boosts of just $250 and $300, correspondingly, from the 2022 model year rates.